It's loud in Russia again. Over the course of several days, a series of powerful explosions have occurred in several regions at once, from Russia's Stavropol to Ukraine's temporarily occupied Crimea. The defense forces are striking at Russia's oil refining and military-industrial infrastructure, facilities that supply its army with fuel as well as ammunition and parts for drones. Daniil Diomin studied the chronology of the explosions.
Oh, it exploded.
Whoa!
Oh my God, holy shit, I can't believe it!
Mom!
Whoa!
On the night of November 11th, Defense Forces units struck the Saratov oil refinery. At the facility, which produces more than 20 types of petroleum products, from gasoline and diesel to mazout and vacuum gas oil, explosions rang out, followed by a fire. The plant is a key link in supplying fuel to the occupying forces.
As part of efforts to reduce the military-economic potential of the Russian aggressor, units of the Ukrainian Defense Forces struck the Saratov oil refinery. A series of explosions was recorded. Afterwards, a massive fire was observed in the target area.
The Batman beacon is flashing.
At the same time, they struck the marine oil terminal in temporarily occupied Feodosia. This is the main maritime hub for supplying fuel and lubricants to the annexed peninsula and the temporarily occupied territories in southern Ukraine. Reports indicate hits on storage tanks within the terminal's territory.
Another one.
In addition, in the temporarily occupied territory of Donetsk region, drones struck a logistics supply warehouse in Donetsk and a concentration of personnel near Osheretine.
A logistics warehouse in Donetsk and a gathering of personnel near Okratine were hit. The strike UAVs hit their targets.
Drone. Unbelievable!
The following day, Defense Forces struck the Orsk oil refinery in the Orenburg region. A fire broke out there. One of the main oil refining units was damaged.
The plant produces more than 30 types of petroleum products: gasoline, diesel fuel, aviation gas, lubricants, and more. Its design capacity is 6.6 million tons of oil per year. It is involved in supplying the Russian occupation army.
On November 12th, Ukrainian forces struck the Stavropol plant in Budyonovsk, Stavropol Krai. This is one of the largest polymer producers in Russia, whose products are used in armored vehicles, drones, and insulation systems for military machines.
The plant has a full cycle of hydrocarbon raw material processing and produces polymers for the manufacture of composite materials, body parts, seals, and insulation for various types of equipment used by the Russian army. Among other things, it also produces components for UAVs.
The Russian Ministry of Defense stated that on that night, 22 Ukrainian UAVs were shot down, 4 of them specifically over the Stavropol region. In Donetsk region, in the temporarily occupied Novy Svit, the defense forces struck a large ammunition depot. They detonated. The explosions could be heard several kilometers away.
The defense forces continue to take all measures to undermine the military and economic potential of the Russian occupiers and force the Russian Federation to stop its armed aggression against Ukraine.
Missiles are being launched from our airstrip. There it is.
On the night of November 13th, explosions occurred in temporarily occupied Crimea. In Feodosia, an oil depot was ablaze near which Russian telegram channels reported the closure of a railway crossing. Saratov, Orsk, Budyonovsk, Feodosia, Novy Svit, every day more hotspots appear on the map of Russia and the occupied territories. Ukrainian UAVs are increasingly striking deep behind enemy lines, undermining their ability to fight and supply the front. Daniil Diomin details Inter-TV channel Marathon United News.